Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Sadowski here, and I'm going to talk to you about our Unit 5, Week 3 benchmark spelling lesson. And today we have America's greenest city, and this is going to be a little opinion piece about Portland, Oregon. Now, we've been doing a lot of opinion writing lately. And last time we had the AR and the OR, that or that R sound. Today we're going to be doing more of that R controlled vowel, but we're going to be doing the ER, the IR, and UR. So we have the er, and So all three of these are going to make that sound, even though they're using a different vowel with the R just kind of takes over the sound. So if you're thinking about some words that you might hear just kind of every day, some things that might come to mind might be like the word her, like she saw her friend, or the word fern. That's a nice green plant that grows, right? So her and fern are both words that have that sound to them. When we're thinking of the IR, a word that comes to mind is shirt. That definitely has that sound to it. Another word would be bird, because you also hear that sound. So again, we're looking at the way that the vowel goes with the R. Sorry. And we get those sounds. And then, of course, with the I'm thinking like fur, when I think about a pet, or maybe the word burp, which some people do, and they should say, excuse me afterwards. Okay, so we're doing the R controlled sounds. So as I read through today's passage, you should be thinking about which of these words we could sort into the or sections. So here we go. In my opinion, the city of Portland, Oregon, is one of the greenest cities in America. There are several reasons why this is true. Each day, about a quarter of Portland workers commute by bike, carpool, or public transportation. Of these, 10,000 people bike to work on the city's 1,106 kilometers, or 700 miles of bicycle paths. It's a lot of bike paths. And that's just the beginning. In 1987, Portland put its first recycling system in place. Portlanders now recycle 2/3 of their waste. That's one of the highest rates in the United States. Another fact is that city residents can choose to get their electricity from wind and solar resources. Even the parking meters are solar powered. Portland was also the first U.S. city to adopt a global warming action plan. Following this plan, Portland and the surrounding area were able to curb greenhouse gases by almost 13%. During this period, the greenhouse gases emitted in the rest of the United States were actually increasing. If all of this hasn't convinced you that Portland is the nation's greenest city, consider this. The city has 10,000 acres of parkland. This means that most people are within a half-mile walk to the nearest park. These parks help make Portland a truly green city. Pretty cool, right? All right, did you hear some of those words in there? I heard a few. Not a ton, but I did hear some. So as I look, I think I'm going to use a highlighter because that is always fun. And blue is one of my favorite colors, although we are talking about a green city, so I'll go with green just because it fits the mode. So looking for these words, these sounding words. When I'm looking in here like her and fern, that even though there's an ER in America, I don't hear that sound. So I'm not going to choose that one. Several reasons. Several would work. It has that sound. Several. So I will highlight that. Each day about a quarter. Ooh, there's that sound again. Workers. Are we noticing that ER chunk is found most often? In fact, I think I can go ahead. I'll highlight in different colors while I'm at it. Carpool, public transportation. As I look through, I've seen some of the OR chunks and I've seen some of the AR that we saw before. Oh, look, kilometers. but I'm not seeing that IR yet, or the UR. Let's look at this next paragraph and see. Looking through, did you guys see it? I see it. I'll use blue for my IR. IR in blue, the word first recycling system. Oh, and I see the word thirds. There, even though it has the IR, it doesn't make that sound. I don't say there, I say there. So that's different. Highest rates, keep going through. And of course, I'm doing this pretty quickly here. So I might miss something. And if we were in class, I know you'd be raising your hands to go, wait, you missed one. I still haven't seen a UR yet. Portland, there's first again. We've got global warming. Oh, I see the first UR, and I think I'll use pink for that one. I see surrounding. See how that UR makes that sound, that's surrounding. And the word curb. Let's see, any other of these are controlled. Oh, there's percent, another ER one, percent, period. Do we say period, per? No, that doesn't quite work. It's a slightly different sound, isn't it? We go down a little bit farther, convince. Portland, consider, that's got that to it. Parkland, within half-mile walk, nearest, truly green city. I think that's it. So if we were to go through and list these words, obviously we'd have a lot of the ER words. I'm just going to put a few of them. Maybe we could say we have several, right? And it was that ER chunk. Or like the word quarter with that ending ER. Workers. Now, some of you might argue with me about kilometer and kilometer, but notice the only difference in sound is at the beginning part. That is still the same. So kilometers or kilometers, either way. If I go to my blue, the IRs, we have first. Oh, and I forgot to underline my chunk there, didn't I? We have thirds, and then first came up again. We have surrounding with that chunk, and we have curb. Now I could throw in these other ones up here. I'm not going to worry about rushing that in. I think we get the idea. So again, this week we're focusing on more R-controlled vowels. We're looking at the ER, the IR, and the UR. Very different sound from the OR or and the ARR. Okay, these are looking at the sound. All right, boys and girls, see you next time.